everyone, I'm Gabriella from Mindful Movement with Gabriella, and I'm back to take you through another workout this week. Equipment wise, I'm going to work with a ball, then I'm going to work with some hand weights. Mine are 1.5s, but you could always go lighter, 1s, 0.5s, so see how you feel. If you don't have weights, you can grab hold of tin cans, wine bottles. If you haven't got a ball, grab a small cushion. And then I'm also going to be using a stool to lean on. So if you've got a surface you can lean on or a chair, then grab that and your mat, and then we will get going. Okay, we're gonna lie all the way on our back. I'm gonna pop the ball in between my thighs. So if you're not using a ball, you can pop your cushion there. And then can we just ground through the back of our body? So really find those points of stability. So the back of your head, the back of your shoulders, your arms, the back of your pelvis. Really feel your feet through the floor as well. Just taking our big full breaths here. So in through your nose and out through your mouth. And again, 2 more. Really seeing if you can fill your body up in all directions as you breathe in. And getting rid of all of the air as you exhale. Once you've done your 3rd breath, really ground through your feet, and then start with your small curl and tilt with your pelvis, and then release. And little tilt. And release. So think about drawing your hip bones towards your chin and back up. One last one. Then we're going to try and keep that, and we're going to lift our hips. See if you can really think about your hips lifting at the same time all the way up, and then roll yourself all the way back down. So obviously I always cue with your chin up to the ceiling, but if you want to look down your body just for a little bit to make sure your hips are coming up at the same point, you can do that and then roll down. We're going to start to add a squeeze of our ball or our cushion. So roll yourself up, squeeze the ball, and roll yourself down. So we're still breathing. Can you think about drawing your heels into your bum as you peel up? So we really fire on all the back line of our body here. And lift. One last one. Then we're going to hold it all the way at the top. So holding your hips high, we're going to drop our bum about halfway and drive back up and halfway. If you want to, you can take your arms up to the sky. 2 more. One last one, hold it at the top. Squeeze your ball or cushion and release. And squeeze, release. 3 more. Really try and pop that if you've got a ball, and squeeze your cushion. Once you've done your 3rd one, can you hold the squeeze there? Use the squeeze of the equipment to really fire it on into your center. Let's hold the squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and roll yourself down. Grab hold of your weights now, and we're going to take our weights up to the sky. We're going to start to peel our hips all the way up to the top, and then roll all the way down. And again, peel and lift and lower down. On our next one, we're going to hold it all the way at the top. Pop your weights together, and then you're going to dip your hands towards the floor behind you and lift up and dip. So hips stay lifted, bringing a little bit of work into our triceps. Firing on our whole body. Can we have a little squeeze on the ball to find that connection into your center? And up. 2 more. One last one. You're going to pop your weights or your tin cans or whatever you've got onto your hips, and now roll yourself back down. This time we're just going to lift our hips straight up and straight down. So instead of thinking about your pelvic tilt, can you just lift straight up to the sky and then down? So it's a little bit more like your hips are opening like a book instead of curling up off the mat and down. So really firing on into our bum, into our hamstrings. We're going to go for 2 more. Holding it up on your second one, you're going to do little taps just at the top. If it feels a little bit too much with the weights on your hips, you're just going to get rid of them. because that's adding more work because you're having to lift the extra weight here. Hold your hips at the top, squeeze and release your ball. Squeeze and release. Then we're going to combine the two moves. So we're going to pump, squeeze, release, pump, squeeze, and down. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Last one, hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and roll down. Really nice work. Pop the ball off to the side. You're going to extend your legs along, take your hands up over your head, and then we're going to lift ourselves up into a small ab curl, reaching your knuckles towards your feet, and then roll down. I'm just going to move back slightly and lift up. Let's point our toes and really find that connection to your inner thighs. And we lift, crown of our head goes to the sky. And lower. And in. We're going to do 2 more. On our second one, let's hold it up, pumping your arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. And again, lift, reach, reach, reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. We're going to go for 2 more. Reach. 5, 4, 3, and lower. 1 last one. We're going to hold it up. After we've done our 5 pumps, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can we hold it there? Can we lift our right leg, slight external rotation, and down? And can we lift our left leg? Really reach your hands towards your feet, and in, and lift, and down. 1 more on each side, and then roll it all the way down. We're now going to take our chin to our chest, and we're going to roll ourselves all the way up and release. Really nice. We're going to come up to standing. So just come onto all fours. Heels of your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Can we take it into our cat? So push the ground away. Really curve. Look towards your thighs. And then extend it in the other direction. Big deep breaths in. And again, curve, curve, curve. And extend long, tucking our toes under, sending our hips up to the sky. You can just give it a walk out there. So bend and stretch your legs. And then walk your hands back to your feet and roll yourself all the way up to standing. Now we're going to grab hold of our stool. So just pop your other equipment off to the side. I'm going to grab hold of my stool here. So you can use a surface, a chair, whatever feels better for you. And then we're going to hinge over. So just make sure that your center, you've got the zip up and in with the front of your body. You've got a long line from your head to your tailbone. So you're not just sinking down. This would be me if I was exaggerating. You want to zip up, lengthening your lower back. So we're going to extend back and in with our left leg. I'm going left leg first, sorry. Should have said that. Left leg. Small bend in your right leg. So it's going to be all about our supporting leg here. That's going to be the one that's going to fatigue throughout this sequence. And even though we're leaning on our surface, we're not sort of collapsing into it. We really want to think about our center being lifted up and away. Small bend in our supporting leg. If anyone wants more throughout this sequence, if anyone has ankle weights, you could always add ankle weights on. Really stretch behind your knee and come in. And stretch. Just see what Iggy's doing. Okay, we're going to go for 2 more. And in. 1 last one. You're going to hold it back. Now just lower and lift. And lower. And lift. So it's not about the height. I always say, think about your foot being pulled back, and that's what lifts it up. Lifts it up. You know what I'm saying. Lifts your leg up. Really nice. We want to aim to keep our hips facing down. 2 more. One last one. We're going to lift it up. We're going to step it back into a lunge position. And then we're going to hinge ourselves back over. And step back. Hands can come to your chest. And hinge. Now, as we go between our lunge and our hinge, can we stay low? So your right leg keeps a deep bend in it from the lunge as we hinge over. Center's working. Don't lose your center as we do that. And extend. No, Iggy. We're not barking today. And in. 2 more. On our second one, we're going to hold it here. Deeper bends now into your right leg, so into your supporting leg. Oh, that's starting to feel that. Let's go for 4 more. 3, 2, 1 last one. Little pumps up with your left leg, so tiny little lifts. Okay, we're going to start to add those 2 moves together. So you pulse away as your top leg goes up. Oh my goodness, my supporting leg is killing. If you want to, you could lift your heel with your right leg, so your supporting heel. I'm not going to do that today, but you could. We're going to do 4 more. 3, 2, 1 last one. We're going to step it back into our lunge. From here, we're going to hinge our body forward and we're going to lift ourselves up. I'm just going to move myself some on my mat. We're going to hinge over. So that fires on again into your front leg. Hinge. And lift. 2 more. And up. On your second one, hold it here. All we're going to do is extend our back leg and bend it in. And extend. Think about the crown of your head shooting forward. Find that length and in. And shoot forward. And in. 2 more. 1 last one. Hold it forward. Little dips down into your front leg to finish for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 last one. And stand yourself up. We're going to take it over to the other side. So right leg now comes into your chest and extends long. And in. And long. Whew. My right leg hates that. Well done for getting through that side. And if we took breaks, just remember that it's absolutely fine. Our fatigue points are going to be different, really different on different days as well. So small bend in our left leg. Let's just go through our checklist. Center's hugged up and in. Long line from our head to our tailbones. Have that slight tilt here. And reaching back with your foot. And reach. And in. We're going to go for 2 more. On our second one, we'll hold it back. We're going to lower it down and lift it up. And lower. And lift. Ooh. So really good work for your center as well. So you can think about your ribs sort of being knitted together. You're not holding your breath, so you are still breathing the whole time. But it's just that sensation of drawing and zipping up and in from your deep abdominals all the way to the top layer. Let's go for 2 more. 1 last one. Now we step it back into our lunge and come upright and then hinge over and step back. Ooh. And remember, we're trying to stay low as we step from lunge into our hinged over. We stay low. And down. and in. Final 2. Ooh, she says, wobbly. Final 1, hold it over into your supporting leg, dipping it down. Oh my gosh, second side for me is killing. How are we feeling? Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, hold it there, little lifts up with your back leg, so the tiny pulses. So try not to bend behind your knee, try and keep the length in your right leg. 4 more. 3, 2, 1, we're gonna pulse away, away. Oh my goodness, left leg is dying. So make your pulses at your smallest, at your lowest range. They're really small pulses, that's what I was gonna say. At your bottom range, 4 more. 3, 1 last one, step it back into your lunge. Now we're gonna hinge ourselves forward without curving, so still try and find the long line from your head all the way to your tailbone. And as you transfer your weight forward, you should feel this front leg fire on, and then up and forward. Woo. 2 more. And up. On our second one, hold it here. We're going to extend our back leg. I'm going to actually have to take a little break. Here we go, extend. Well done. And in. And extend. Bend. So just think about shooting head forward, find the length, and then bend back leg in, and length. In. 3 more. 2. On your last one, hold it there, little dips down. Body's tired today, little taps. You can hold on to your bar if you want to, like I just did. Let's go for 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and stand up. Oh, well done. That killed me. Whew. Okay, popping our chair off to the side. Let's come to the back of our mat. Roll ourselves all the way down, and we're going to walk it out into our plank position. So finding that strong position first, can you push the ground away? Middle fingers are facing forward. You're pushing the back of your ribs into the sky above. You're going to drive your, I'll show you this side first, right knee in, cross right knee to left elbow. Maybe we extend our leg, pull it in, and back into our plank. Other side, knee comes in. We twist, extend through the center and back, and we keep going. So in and twist, extend through and back. Other side, crosses over, extends in and back. Remember, you take your breaks whenever you need. We're going to go 1 more on each side. Hold it in the center for 4, 3, 2, 1, and your knees can come down. Really nice. We're going to come into a little bit of mobility work now for our hips. So these are called our pretzels. So our pretzels are 1 leg forward, 1 leg back. So what you want to think about is where your knees are facing. You want 1 knee facing forward, 1 knee facing side. Hands you can bring to your chest. You can lean on the floor. We might need to take way more weight over our front legs. So let's see how that feels. I'm going to show you side on just so you can see what my legs are doing here. We're going to internally rotate our back leg. So we internally rotate and we tap down. So hands are here, hands are to our chest, wherever feels better for your body. And what I want you to think about, everyone fixates on lifting their foot, but I want you to think about your thigh bone internally rotating and down. And it might feel really crampy all around here, but we take breaks whenever we need, okay? In. So I'm lifting my back leg, my right leg as my back leg. That's just going to matter when we come onto our side. So don't worry if you're doing the other leg, just be aware of which leg you are doing. Nice work. 2 more. One last one. Now we're going to lift the whole leg up and tap it down. And the whole leg lifts. So this is where you might need to take way more weight over your front leg. So just see how that feels. Lift and lower. And this is just one of those ones, I always say this when I teach pretzels, if we haven't done it before, it's going to feel super awkward, it's not going to feel particularly nice. It's just the case that the more we do it, the more natural it feels, the more we sort of open up and we strengthen all into this part of our body. 2 more. We're going to hold it up and we're going to do little pulses up and lift. So really small pulses just at your top range. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to flex your foot and you're going to push back. And I've been saying to people recently, if you put your hand on your bum and you push your foot back, you feel all the work that goes into here. So squeeze and push, squeeze and push. 3 more, 2, 1 last one. We're going to do our combination. Point your toe, do 2 lifts, flex your foot and do your 2 pushes back. So point 2 lifts and flex back. Nice. Point, lift, flex, push. 1 last one. Then we're going to point our toe and we're going to take into our hip mobility. So you bring the leg round, you sit on both sit bones and then you send it back. And forward, sit on both sit bones. Sending it back, breathing here. And in. And back. 1 last one. We're going to hold it there for 5 counts. 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. So now, whichever leg was doing that work is now going to be our top leg for when we lie on our side. We're going to stack our feet on top and then can we push the ground away and find the lift with the underside of our body. So if you can see, there's a sort of triangle shape here that we aren't going to let collapse down at any point. So we lift here. Arm can be up to the sky, it can be to your hip, it can be to the floor. See what feels better for your body today. We're going to lift our leg up, point your toes. Then we're just going to draw our knee in. And we're going to extend it in line with our body or in line with our hip. In and extend. And in. I'm going to take my arm up to the sky. Push. Reach. Resist as your knee comes in and then stretch it away. Resist as it comes in. And stretch. Good work. 2 more. Reach. 1 last one. We're going to hold it back, small circles. Keep thinking about the lift here. Now can we do circles in the other direction? Holding it there, we're going to sweep it forward and then sweep it back and forward. Good, reaching it away. Oh, I'm shaky today. Forward. And back. On our next one, when it's over our front leg, you're going to flex your foot and turn your leg out and lift it up to the sky and lower it down heel to heel. Now, can we keep the lift with the side of the body? Because what's going to want to happen is we do this. It doesn't matter about the height of your leg. We want to try and almost think about pulling our ribs up towards the foot here. And we pull, lift, and down. 2 more. And lower. 1 last one, just hold it up and lower it down. Really good work. Roll over onto your back, knees into your chest, have a little rock from side to side, and then we're going to grab hold of our weights again. So grab hold of your weights. Knees are going to come into our chest. Arms are going to extend up. Now, can we reach and lift our upper body up? And then relax down. You can let your knees relax in because our next move is going to be our single leg stretch, which is all about your knees coming into your body for an internal massage. And down. 2 more. One last one, we hold our body up, reaching the weights up to the sky, single leg stretch. So pull your knee in, reach the other foot away. And in. Good work. Don't forget about your breath. Keep reaching your knuckles up and reaching forward. Right knee's going to stay into our chest, left leg's going to stay long. We're going to lower our weights down and we're going to lift them back up. And we lower them down. And lift. And as you lower the weights down, can you almost peel a little bit higher and down? And peel, reach. And lower. One last one, hold it up. You're just going to draw right knee into your chest for 5, 4. One last one. We switch our legs. Arms go up to the sky. Now arms go down, reaching them long. Can you lift yourself up a tiny bit? And down, shoulder blades back down. Now lift, peel, shoulder blades up. And then just tap them down. And reach. And down. One final one. We keep the reach. We draw left knee into our chest. And pull. And pull. 3 more. 2. 1. We're going to send both legs out. And then come in. Really nice double leg stretch. Let's extend arms and legs long. Circle your arms. Reach them up this time. Can we lift up? And come in. And again, 2 more. We reach. Circle your arms. Can you reach them up? And come down. One final one. We go long. Circle your arms. Reach, lift, and come in. Really good work. We're going to take our pretzels over to the other side. Weights go off to the side. And then we lift ourselves up. So I'm going to show you this side. So my left leg now is at the back. If you did your left side first, now your right would be at the back. Let's go with our internal rotation and down. Internal rotation. My left side just hates it so much. So just work with what that side's giving you. Make sure your knees are what we're thinking about. So one knee forward, one knee going to the side. And in. I love the sunshine, but my gosh, it makes me hot. And in. Down. How are we feeling? Hopefully we're okay. In. Two more. One last one. Now we're going to lift whole leg up. So this is where you might need to take more weight over your front leg. And honestly, sometimes when I teach this, people are like, oh my gosh, we need to be more here. That is absolutely fine while we get into it. So just take your time, lift. Be kind to yourself, especially if you haven't done this before. I often teach people and they get really frustrated with themselves. But if your body's never done that position before, it's completely normal for it to find it really difficult. Two more. Holding it up, tiny little lifts now. Lift. Just feel like I've got barely any movement on this side, but it is working, so that's good. That's what we want. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex your foot if you want. If it helped, put your hand on your bum as you push your thigh back and in. Push and in. Push. Three more, then we're going to do our combination in 2. In 1, we do 2 lifts up and 2 pushes back. And 2 lifts, 2 pushes. Oh my goodness. One last one. And then point, we take it forward. Oh my goodness, that feels like sweet relief for me. And back. And we pull in. Sit on both sit bones. And lift. And back, we're going to do one final one, then we've just got our hold in this position. So hold it back for 4, 3, 2, 1, and release down. So that same leg that was just working is now going to be your top leg. We come into that position where our feet are slightly in front of us. We think about this triangle shape, so we're lifting up this side of our body. Arm is doing whatever felt better for you. We lift our leg up, it draws in, and it extends in line with our hip. And can you think about the bottom side? So Pilates is often about our point of stability. So think about the parts of the body that are touching the mat, that are really strong, really supportive, for then the leg that's moving, extending, and in. You resist as your knee comes in, and then push, extend back. Two more. Extend. One last one. We're going to hold it there, our small circles, up and back. And reverse your circles, moving your leg from your hip, holding it there, and then bring it forward and flex. Now we're going to turn it out. We're going to lift up. Think about drawing this side. Instead of sinking down, you want to think as your leg lifts, you almost pull your ribs up to meet your thigh of the moving leg. And pull up. And lower, top arm is reaching long. Oh, and down. Let's go for 2 more. One last one, we finish with our hold. Hold it at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Really good work. Take your feet together, knees wide, just hold it there. That should feel like a nice stretch for your hips. You can give it a little wiggle from side to side if that feels nice for your body. And then we're going to lift ourselves up. Swing your legs around. Grab hold of your ball. And then feet are together, legs are strong, roll yourself all the way down, and then bend yourself in. So if you don't have a ball, that's absolutely fine. You can just think about your hand doing the same thing. We're going to keep our legs to the floor for now. Opposite hand's going to come behind our head, and we're going to lift up and reach the ball away, and then come down, and lift up, reach, and lower. Reach, 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 lowering down. Even though you've only got one hand behind your head, can we really try and think about peeling up from our shoulders and lower? On our next one, we're going to lift it up, pump into the ball, or just push your hand down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and roll down. And again, lift and push, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. And again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. We're going to draw right knee into our chest. We're going to do exactly the same thing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come in. And lift, pump, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. One final one there. Push Extending your fingertips away, finding the connection to the center. Once you've done your fifth one, hold the push into the ball, bring your second leg up. Glue your knees, glue your feet together. You're going to move your thighs forward from the line of your hips, and then you're going to pull them in. So they might not lower all the way to the ground. What I don't want you to do is arch your back. So only move your legs as far forward as when you can still feel the connection to your center and not at all into your lower back. We're going to go for one last one. And in, then take it into your single leg stretch. We're going to pass the ball just behind and behind. Can you peel your body up? Lift. 4 more, 3, 2, 1 last one. We come down straight to the other side. So both feet down, we just roll the ball or roll our hand away and lower and reach. So keep breathing here and lift. Crown of your head up, ribs are heavy. Let's start to add the pushes into the ball. So you roll up and you push. 5. And come down. And lift, reach, push. Lower. And lift, reach. As you push into the ball, always use your equipment to find the connection to your center, to your powerhouse. On your next one, left knee is going to come into your chest or opposite knee to the hand with the ball. And in. 2 more. Hold the push. Knee comes up to meet. Glue your knees together. Send your thighs forward and back up. Keep the push into the ball. Toes tap. And lift. And again, reach, reach, reach. And in. 2 more. 1 last one. Come in, single leg stretch, passing the ball behind. And back. 4 more, 3, 2, 1, and draw your knees in. Really nice. Just give that a little circle around. And then pop your ball off to the side. Take hold behind your hamstrings and bring yourself all the way up. We're going to go into our spine stretch. So feet as wide as your mat, arms out in front. Feet are flexed, and then just exhale and go down. Think about curling over and then lift back up. And again, curl over. And lift up. 1 final one. Curl. Think about your ribs being pulled back as your head goes down. And lift back up. Release your hands. Come onto all fours. Tuck your toes under. We're just going to hover our knees up. And tap down. And again, hover. And tap. 2 more. And tap. Second one, we're going to hold it up and we're going to breathe. So can we breathe in? And exhale. And again, 2 more, keeping your knees hovering. Inhale. And exhale. 1 last one. Inhale. Exhale. and knees go down. Really nice. Sit back on your heels, give your shoulders a roll back, and give yourselves a massive round of applause. Well done. Amazing work today. I hope you enjoyed that one. Let me know if you have any questions. Please like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and let me know what else you want to see.